Hello, friends, and welcome to another exciting episode of Snap Judgments. I am Roy Rogers, and I am joined today by Nick the Greek Geek. Hi, something weather. I'm Nick the Greek Geek. No, none of my co-hosts are here. They're terrible human beings. It is just Glazer. Roy is busy at work. What a schmuck. Nick is busy in dreamland. What a schmuck. Not a schmuck, however, is the man who's always awake for this podcast, Toxic Soul King. How you doing, Toxie?
I'm doing great. I'm happy to be here. I feel like we'll soon have like our 5th or 10th anniversary. Me sitting here, so I'm happy to be here again.
Toxic Soul King, where can our friends find you?
Most likely only on Twitch. I'm the Toxic Soul King. I tried other things too, but honestly, my sleep schedule is as terrible as my planning on doing content on other platforms.
We are also joined by someone with now suddenly a solid sleep schedule thanks to my move, making his Arc de Triumphant return. You see what I did there? It's Den. No one liked that, huh? That one got no love. Ouch. Hey Den, how are you?
I'm doing great. It's the middle of the afternoon. I'm awake, enjoying life.
I'm enjoying the good lighting on you. You look really good and healthy. Usually,
This
like
is
you're sitting in the dark, barely awake. You're doing
great.
great.
Best life.
Den,
Yes.
tell us why you're smarter than us. How can people find you?
Nowhere.
They can find you one place.
Literally. Yeah, I've stayed away from social media for a pretty long time this year. So if you want to find me, it's the articles on Marvel Snap Zone, and you have my Discord handle at the bottom of them. But
Yeah.
now I have time. It's so cool.
So every morning I wake up in a reasonable mood because I live in Vietnam and it's gorgeous. A little polluted, but gorgeous. And I'm in this really good mood. And then I go to poop and I open Twitter while I poop. And then I read what's happening in the States and I get really angry and depressed. And then I close Twitter until the next day. And then I repeat the same thing every morning. It's just like my day can't start too good. I must read some shit on Twitter before I get too happy. You are so much smarter.
I try.
However, if you'd like to follow this dummy, me, you can find me at SnapJudgments Pod on YouTube, where I release a video every single day, most days, 2 videos. We are also covering Raid Shadow Legends now, and I know you just rolled your eyes, but shut up. I'm having fun, like genuinely having fun, despite the reputation. I spent a grand total of $0, and turns out if you're not an addict, it's a blast. But if you're not interested in that, you can also find me on Twitch, streaming again. I'm aiming for almost every day. This will be day 4 of 5, so I'm doing pretty good at that at twitch.tv/PulseGlazer. I write articles on Marvel Snap Zone, generally 3 or 4 days a week. By the way, Den, I wrote 2 articles last week, and I didn't realize that since Wet Branches isn't there, I have to manually schedule my own articles, so they got lost in the ether, and I just wrote 2 articles for the grand total of 0 readers. It was great.
Oh, you didn't tell the boss to publish them? Okay, yeah.
I thought he just checked because Wet Branches always used to check.
Of course not. Of course not.
That's what he told me. He was like, "What? I don't look. You schedule your own shit." And I was like, "Sorry, boss." So
Yep.
yeah, but there's just 2 articles that are sitting in my drafts apparently for all eternity. But I write articles on SnapZone when I remember to schedule and publish them. They're like 4-minute reads. They're meant to be really brief and easy reads, just a quick deck. And am I anywhere else? Oh, patreon.com/snapjudgments, which we'll talk more about later. We have a stupidly packed episode. You might have noticed us rushing through our intro stuff. We are going to talk about 2 new cards, the first of which is Kang, the second of which is Jim Hammond. We'll talk about Danger next week because only Toxic Soul King got him, and then I assume he went right to bed, and I assume Den was smart enough not to grind at Deadpool's Diner yet.
Well, I didn't grind it, but I got a lot of nachos because I got to the last dish pretty fast.
Jesus. Yeah, everyone keeps telling me that. I need to actually load it up. I haven't loaded Snap. I'm doing the podcast instead.
Well, the strategy is play well until you get to last dish and then triple snap every game and not care.
Okay, that works for me. I just plan to play regular Marvel Snap and Snap effectively, and I assume I'll just win a bunch. I don't really care.
No,
none of this.
Snaps don't transfer to your opponent, so it's like you snap for yourself now.
Yeah, so whenever I think I'm going to win, I just snap, right? Fine.
No, because at some point you have so many bobs, it's actually smart to just snap all the time because you won't do anything with your bobs anyway.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Good to know. All right, so snap all the time once I get a bunch of bubs. Good enough. I will do that later. Is the new Deadpool designer better?
No, it's worse because there's literally no interaction, nobody cares, and it's a farming simulator once again.
All right,
But
Taxi, what do you say?
the store is cheaper. Like I really like the pricing of the most things. Like it took me like 1.5 hours and I got the new card. Usually like the old Deadpool Dynamo was like I had to play for 2 days. Now I just played 1.5 hours. I farmed a lot of bots. I almost got only bots and I just farmed them all, snapped them all, and got to danger.
I didn't
So
get bots.
that the fundamental tension of Marvel Snap is the gameplay is fun, but they make it so grindy and so expensive that we're like, can we just have something be easy? And then they give us something easy, but now it ruins the gameplay. And we're like, come on, the gameplay is the good part of the game. And like the fundamental tension is that the gameplay is, as always, at complete odds with the economy.
Yeah, I'll take
But
it. I'll take that.
they finally reworked Kang. So at least there's that.
Having a lot of fun
Kang,
with that one.
3-4. Game start. Replace this with 4 Kangs, with text from random cards that cost 3 or more. So you get 3 extra cards in your deck, because there was the original Kang that's also replaced. It's plus 3 cards that have a random text of a card that costs 3 or more. So you could get a Kang Destroyer, or you could get a Kang Sarah. And you have no idea of which until you draw it. Den, tell us about your Kang experience.
I basically play it in decks that want to play more than 12 cards, so I just cut all the 3 costs, and I put Kang instead, and then I play the other costs, and I'm happy.
Makes sense to me. Taxi?
I'm in between of that card. I really like that they changed it, that they tried something new with it. It's just the RNG level of this game is just rising, and it's getting harder and harder to read your opponent properly every season. Like back a few seasons ago, it was like, okay, I know like most 12 card decks. I know exactly what my opponent is doing. I can prep against that. I know what happens. Now it's just like, okay, turn 6, my opponent drops like a white tiger Kang out of nowhere, a blob Kang of nowhere. How shall I know what's going on here? He sometimes feels just like a mini Arishem, which could be frustrating, but maybe it's more refreshing for the meta. I'm in between of him. I sometimes love him, but I hate to lose against random blob Kangs.
I think it's very unhealthy, but it's very fun, and just pick your side.
I think it's unhealthy. I also am not sure it's good. Like, it's not going to be in any of the decks we talk about when we do top 10. I just don't think it's good enough. Because, like, decks in Marvel Snap tend to want to draw important cards, and Kang says, what if you just drew a random Kang instead?
It's
It's not
pretty
like
good. It's pretty good with Bastion and Quinjet. The interactions
Yes.
are very stupid.
Yes, but that deck also often means that I want to be running Victoria Hand. And
Yes.
Victoria Hand is a card I like to draw.
I know.
And Kang is not better than Victoria Hand. So I'd rather run a Victoria Hand deck than a Kang deck.
It's because you're not asking the right question. It's not about will it impact my draw of Victoria Hand. Is can it create better cards than Victoria Hand?
Sometimes, but
I had
I
a
think
game
that's
where I had
a
three
big ask.
onslaughts. That was good. That was better than
Yeah,
Victoria Hand.
sure. I had a game where I got a Destroyer and an Infinite.
See?
So like I mean, yeah, it could do awfully cool things, but you know what Victoria Hand does almost always? Just win games. Like real consistently.
Yeah, but that's because you care about winning. Marvel Snap isn't
Okay, so
about
if you
winning.
don't,
It's about
that's-
getting money out of you. Come on, let's be real.
The fundamental tension of Marvel Snap is I'm not going to say that again, but yeah. But it is. That's what's I don't want to be hyperbolic, but like I've been looking at Steam charts lately, and I spent some time looking at Steam charts because my YouTube views are down. People are going, "It's you," and I'm like, "Nah." Everyone's YouTube views are down like 50 to 70%. Every single Marvel Snap creator, from Regis on down. So I checked that, and then I was like, I wonder if the same thing is happening on Twitch. Yup. And then I was like, I wonder if maybe they're just not watching and they're still playing. Let's check Steam patterns. Oh, that's worse. So yeah, I don't know how long this game is for the world, but Kang I think is generally a step in the right direction, like making things that are really, really, really fun to do. I mean, if they had a way to get it in more players' hands, that'd be nice, right? He is still a Series 5 card, but
One
it is
thing
fun.
that I was really frustrated with is when they announced it to us, I asked if Kang would be featured in any way, and they said no, and I was like, why?
Yeah, it's. I don't think I understand. You waited 2 years, right? Like you waited. Like Kang is literally 2 years old. We knew he was bad from month 2. You waited 2 years. Like, what's another 3 weeks while you come up with a good plan about how to do it?
Yeah.
Like, and just give him to people, right? Like, just straight up give him to people. Fuck it. Like, no one's gonna be mad if you're like, we reworked Kang. We know he was terrible. Here, everyone gets a Kang. Have fun with the new toy.
Would be too easy.
Wouldn't it though? Like, whatever. All right. Well, either way, Kang is fun, but probably not that good. But also probably fun. But also you have to spend money to get him because of course you do. Sounds good?
Sounds good.
Yep.
Jim, Hammond, Human Torch, 1/2 at the start of each turn, +1 power for each bonus energy you have. Mr. Hearthstone? I mean, Den?
Terrible card. By far the worst card of the month. It is nowhere near worth 6,000 tokens. And for now, all the decks I have seen the card in is because people bought it to keep their snap pack empty, and they felt guilty, so they tried to play it. It's just, this card doesn't exist.
Cox?
I honestly, I tried different decks. There was honestly just one deck that felt kind of fine. I mainly
The
played in
Splat?
Conquest. It was a Splat deck.
Yeah.
And there it was like kind of big. Like
That's not what you won off. It was big, but it was like, I've got a 32 power Giganto, and that I'm taskmastering is why you won that game. Your 8 power Human Torch was cute.
It wasn't like if you do like Symbiote into Fallen One, you have a magic on board, you get like 2 times 10 power almost. He was like a 20 power 1-drop.
Okay. Yeah, okay. That's really
But
hyper.
people find ways to use it.
Yeah,
he's
probably
cooked.
not.
He's cooked, right? Like, that deck is every bit as good if he's not printed.
Yeah.
So
this is the kind of card that makes me regret the snapback system. It's like, you can get cards at a discount, and sometimes you have to get a card that you definitely don't want so you can use the system.
They did this in Spotlights too.
Well,
where they would just be like,
Spotlights.
we're gonna give you these old awesome Spotlight cards, right? The ones that you've been waiting for. We're gonna put Wiccan and like something else, and the new card that's gonna go with those is Selene. Let's go.
Of course.
But they're so fucking greedy. Like, just give us good cards and snap packs. Let people engage with your new system. You're releasing triple the cards you were before, not double, triple the cards you were before. Like, just fucking let us get the cards. We're already spending more. You don't also have to dilute the quality of the packs.
It's crazy how many people are here, like first day of the new season. Oh, I just spent 10,000 tokens on all the cards. I spent 15,000 tokens. And it's just like, how should like an average player, like, okay, it's basically not for an average player, but how do you ever want to get even close to all that things? It's just like, you burn yourself out in the first day of the new season. Like, if you collect, like, I don't know, 15, 20k tokens if you're good enough, and if you do all your missions, I don't know, but like, I guess you get to like 10k. You just burn everything on like week 1.
So I just want to be clear. We all read this and we're like, this card's mid, and this card is at best mid. Yes, like it's somewhere between bad and okay.
I think
and
everyone is a compliment.
Yeah, everyone knew that. Like, is there any way that they thought they were releasing a cool new card and this isn't just snapback filler?
I love snack pack though. I love the term.
Yeah, I'll take snack pack. I'd be about it.
Snack pack saves the card, I think.
But no, like, am I being cynical? Is there a chance I'm being cynical in assuming that this is just meant to be filler? Or is this just like really obviously filler because they knew they were doing Deadpool's Diner?
The thing is, it's pretty easy to support. Like, you buff Fallen One, you buff Arishem, there are a lot of mechanics that it fits into. It's just most of these mechanics at the moment aren't good. So it's easy to buff. I'll give it that.
I don't know if you could ever play it in Arishem, just because like it has to be so much better than Quinjet or Loki or Iron Patriot or Valentina. And I just don't think there's a way in Arishem for him to be that.
I want to
I
believe.
saw
I
some
mean,
cute ideas with Hope, but I don't think even that's like
nah.
Yeah, I
that
played
good.
that. That was Zenaid's idea. Yeah, Zenaid had it's fine. Like these are all cute. It's just I don't know. He doesn't say ongoing, so everything else about him is really hard to use.
That's also
Like,
another problem. Is you need it turn 1 or like before
Yeah.
you start ramping. But
that's
yeah,
like the worst feeling. You test, or like I test a new card when it gets released. People ask me like, "How is the card?" And I honestly can just say like, "Don't buy it." It's such a bad feeling. I can't even say like, "Yeah, try this deck out." That's like pretty solid. It's just like, please don't
Yeah,
do
just
it.
don't buy it. You should not buy this card. Like,
And I feel like that's like for the 3 or 4 weeks now. I'm just basically always like, nah, save it.
yeah.
Nah.
Well, on the plus side, Jim Hammond hates Nazis. It's the best thing about him. All right, let us move on to our main topic. We're going to do the top 10 decks in Marvel Snap. We are going to go over 20 decks. We're going to compare them. We're going to figure out what the top 10 are. I'm sure I forgot things because the meta is completely fucking wild right now. So our first deck to talk about is Agatha. Do you think Agatha's still good?
yes, I know.
Whatever.
Maybe
Agatha is
some-
not Hela. This is
Yeah.
meant to be non-Hela Agatha.
Okay, then no.
It's not. It was good in like the old meta. Now with the big sandcastles, this barely can keep up with anything. Like sure, like Iron Man can maybe win you a lane somehow, but it's you need like a perfect draw from like Blacknet into Redshift into the Sword into Ghost Rider to like
Mhm.
keep up with the most decks. It's just like from 10 games you maybe get like 3 or 4 times the combo, and the other ones are just like auto run because everything is bigger than you.
I
I think you
agree.
need the Ella package to compete at the moment. This is too fair.
We'll get to Hela later, but this is here because I keep playing against it.
Okay.
People keep playing this. Stop, please. Thank you.
Yes.
I feel
PSA.
like the key card is, or like the bait is Lady Sif. People see like the Lady Sif value, like, oh, you can destroy like discard stuff, oh, you can destroy like the small ongoing stuff.
Mm,
I feel like the people just go for the Lady Deathstrike bait here.
yeah, it's bad. All right. You know it's not bad.
Oh,
You know it's not bad.
Right,
Oh.
that's top 3. Easy.
Move. Yeah. Bounce move is really fucking good right now, huh?
who
All
came
right.
to
This
the
is
conclusion? Who came to the
what
conclusion Sparky should be a +3? Like Aranya got nerfed when she was a +2, and now we release like a +3 mover. Like why? Who's doing those decisions?
Because it's a bounce back, so you have to
Wait.
actually work for it.
So no, my favorite thing is that they nerfed every move card. They were like, we're gonna rework moves so that like when Sparky comes out, it's not gonna break everything. Release his Sparky. Move and bounce move are the 2 best decks. Oops.
Of course.
Who could have seen that coming? You did. You saw that coming. Why didn't you test the new changes?
I'm pretty
Did
sure
you just not?
I'm pretty sure they
Good.
tested it, but I mean, I don't have a way to say it that wouldn't be mean, but I think Second Dinner's testing team is limited. Both in means, because you can't compare like a testing team to a community of hundreds of thousands of people. And also, I feel like there are cards which are released and they make no sense. Like,
Well, it also makes no sense to be like, we're gonna do the tech-free season right after we release Sparky.
Yeah.
Because
Do
like at
Mercury or
least
die.
like yeah, we're going to like nerf Cannibal Mercury into the ground, and then we're gonna get rid of Shang and Cosmo and Shadow King, and then
they give cards to move.
like
Well, to be fair, they said they wanted to do like more like season-based OTAs. This is very season-based. It's like this is the most
it's
season-based, I might say.
It's Sparky based. No other card. Bastion. I guess Bastion's good.
Till now.
There
I
are
just
good
can't.
things.
It
There
just
are
feels
good
so
things.
bad. we have creators. We have like Size is the official creator. Just give Size a Sparky in a playtest and let him play against the playtesters. Then they will know how good Sparky is.
It's true. They
should
could
do
easily
that. They should put a creator in charge of every synergy, and they're like, okay, just lock in your Friday. We need you to play 12 hours against our testers, and just make their life miserable.
Yep. That'd be so fun.
Yeah,
like, you know who would be really good? Wait, you know who would be really good at that? Browde. Browde would live to do that, right? Like Browde, just go play testers and find combos and bugs and go crazy. He'd be like, yes, I will do that and play every deck.
I can already see like 15 pages of bug reports.
Yeah.
Look. All right. So bounce move is number 1 as of right now for our list.
Yeah.
The bounce move is also cool, but I think the bounce move has been overpowered. Agree, disagree?
Wait,
bounce move?
Are we talking about bounce move or bounce this time?
Classic bounce. Look at the screen.
Yes,
you said bounce move.
You said bounce move. That's why.
Oh, did I? Sorry. Classic bounce. Bounce move is number 1 right now. We're not putting Agatha on the list. It's not going to make the list.
Bounce is good, but I think it lacks a bit of disruption. But the nerfs to Killmonger definitely helped the deck a ton. I just think this one doesn't have enough points. To me, you need a Hitmonkey or you need a Werewolf. You need a second card alongside Sage, because otherwise there are way too many decks that is just draw mob, use or lose. So to me at the moment, if you're playing a points deck, you need to look at what other decks do, and you need to be like, I can confidently beat them when I draw the nuts. And this deck, when it draws the nuts, it still loses to negative, to bounce move, to tribunal, all these decks. So either go for points or just go for disruption. But this mix, it's not enough of each, in my opinion.
Live with that. I am not a fan of this.
I'm always asking myself, I know how good this deck is, or I watch Sizer playing it and he consistently wins, but I'm just always surprised, how is he putting, so often he's just living from hoods and perfect rocket reads. But when I saw this list for the first time, I always was like, how can this ever be better than the Black Swan version of Bounce? Playing against the Black Swan version is always you don't have Morbius or something, you just lose to Hitmonkey, Sage, and all the 1-drops. I never understood how this can put out similar powers. Maybe it's a player thing, but it seems so those 12 cards seem so weak, but somehow Taurus is doing things. I don't know.
I mean, I think this list with Werewolf in one of the spots is one of the best lists in the game in a real meta, but I don't think this is a real meta, so I don't think this can make our list. Is basically where I land.
Yeah.
That's where
they play a Human Torch, and you're just like, huh.
Yeah. That's where we need to agree. Are we talking about Bounce the deck, or are we talking about Bounce the archetype?
The deck, but I don't think the deck matters right now either.
Well, if we put Werewolf in the mix, it goes up significantly, in my opinion.
Sure. Let's pretend the best bounce deck, whatever in our opinion that is. I think that this is nowhere near a bounce move.
Yeah.
Okay, but it can still be top 10. But yeah, I agree. Bounce move is ahead of it on the list.
Yeah, bounce move is a full tier up, whatever that would be.
It might be in its own tier by the end of that list.
I don't know, because I think there's at least one deck as good as bounce move, but we'll get there.
Is it move?
It is. It's move. It's the other move.
I felt that one coming.
So
I love already this deck. It's C2 with the free Shadow King.
I went and grabbed it. I went and grabbed a random streamer too. My bad. Replace Shadow King with a different card. I don't care what.
Don't replace it. Live up to your mistake. Live it.
I just grabbed the most recent one from you can see this is by Den Hearthstone. The most recent one from his tier list. I didn't pay that much attention.
Actually, just put it.
September 6th. Come on.
That's
put in Mercury.
A week ago.
No, it's not a week ago. 2 weeks ago.
Mercury for Shadow King, and then it can counter bounce.
No, keep Shadow King. And you just go counter move bounce. You just play Shadow King Mercury against bounce.
You max it, he'll win.
We can't hear you, Glazer, by the way.
Yeah, there's also Red Guardian.
I see you talking, but I can't hear you.
Ooh, am I back now?
Oh, he's out. Oh, better.
Now
Okay,
we can
I'm
hear
back.
you.
Good.
Yeah.
Sorry, I don't know. I live in Vietnam. My internet does things. So sorry about that. I don't know. Whatever. At the end of the day, you should not. If you're gonna play Cerebro, it should not be Cerebro 2. Can we agree to that at this current meta?
Since the DOTA, it's Cerebro 3 all the way. Yes.
Yeah.
So yeah, don't stop playing Cerebro. Again, much like Agatha, a few decks are here, so I can do PSAs and say, please stop playing this. Okay. You can play this though. This is the Cerebro 3. I think this is the best Cerebro 3. The Bastion version with a little bit of toxic
I love
stuff.
the Agony. When I saw Agony at first, I was like, yeah, it feels so limiting. You can only play Mystique and Cerebro, etc., etc. And actually, I love the card.
Yeah, it's incredible here. Let's not be too nice about this deck though, because White Wayne Brady made it, and he's in chat, and his ego is big enough. So this is better than Bounce.
Yes.
I think so. I mean, if we're also accounting for the fact that it's much, much, much easier to play, I think this deck, yes, is second.
Yeah, I mean, I just think it's like it's so much more power than most people are ready for.
Yeah.
Right, like the Diamondback thing, the Hazmat plays for like 17 powers sometimes.
Oh, it's a great deck.
Yeah.
It's a great.
The worst thing
Honestly, I
about
wouldn't be surprised if he ends up top 3, top 5 by the end of the ranking.
I could
the
also
worst
see
thing
this deck.
just about this deck is just like, how do you counter Cerebro? Like, Cerebro has no natural counter that you usually put in your decks. Like, sure, you can play like a Titania Viper or like a Red Skull, but usually you don't run those cards, so it's so hard to counter Cerebro usually with tech. It's just like try to outpower it.
Cosmic Ghost Rider is your answer right now. Because if they're trying to Bastion it, it often ends up in the front.
Okay, fam.
But, Series 5 card that a lot of people passed on. Yeah. Bastion's really good. Sorry. Cerebro 5. Is Cerebro 5 still real? I think it's better than people think. I don't think it's top 10, and it's clearly like, look, it's better than Cerebro 2, and it's better than Agatha. But I think it's better than people think right now.
It had some good moments.
If you can't disrupt the Ancient One thing, they just drop like 30 plus power lanes on your face.
Yeah. Especially like Sarah. You play Sarah out and you just snap.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, what is it? Like, it's 11 power per card?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a bunch.
Yeah, it works.
I feel like
and now you can danger Cerebro.
I feel like it's too fancy. Like, C3 is probably better than this, but it's probably up better than Bounce, I would assume.
Also because I feel like this gets constantly retreated against when you play, when you're like a little awake while playing, but
that's a fair point. It is very face up. They play Ancient One, and if you stay, you kind of get what you deserve. They play Ancient One, and every card on their board has 5 power or is Luke Cage, and that means if you stay, then you deserve what you get.
Plus you run Juggernaut.
Yeah. I think I have this below Bounce. I think this wins more games than Bounce, but I think its cube rate should be abysmal. However, this deck...
There are too many cards that give it away. Like, I think I love the Black Cat Merlin curve because it's blurry, but like Rhino, Ancient One, Wave, Marvel, they all give it away too early. So unless you snap, like if you have Rhino on turn 2, unless you snap at that point, you're playing for 1 cube.
So this deck, however, is really, really great in the 90s where people don't retreat appropriately. And it's really, really, really great in, probably, I'm assuming, I have to read the locations more carefully, great in Deadpool's Diner.
But honestly, isn't it like the same thing as Negative? And look at how good Negative is in the meta. Like, if you stay Negative, Jane, it's your fault, but still Negative is always like in one of the top lists. If
the difference is when Negative snaps you on turn 2, it typically wins. This deck doesn't.
When this deck snaps you, it wins. Like, this deck puts up enough points that it usually wins.
Yeah, but it has to snap just because it gives it away, while Negative snaps you when he has Negative. I feel like it's different, but I understand the points. But I just feel like Negative snap is stronger.
Negative snap is stronger because people still cope against Negative.
Yeah.
right? Like, I don't know. Look, even I sometimes cope against negative.
Stop doing it.
I know.
The only thing about this deck is you can count. Like if you are not lazy enough, you can count how big they can go on the lanes. But how likely is it that you can go like 30, 40 power on 2 lanes?
Not that likely.
Well, especially because even the Cerebro lane is huge, right? Because it's Cerebro and like then Luke, or sorry, then like Ancient One and fucking not Ms. Marvel, Ancient One and Wave in that lane. And they're both 11 power too. So even the off lane is in the mid 20s in power. It's very good there.
Ancient One is Marvel's fancy too.
Yeah. That's your backup plan. It works fine when the locations aren't your friend. All right. It's Clog. Is Clog rank 2 from what we've talked about? I think Clog is probably better than Cerebro 3.
No,
better than
Cerebro 3.
Do you think no? Okay, I can live with that.
I mean, unless Solking has a different opinion, but to me, Clog is never better than Cerebro 3 at this point.
I feel like it's maybe not better than Cerebro 3, but this deck is probably one of the few decks that can counter the best deck in the list, which is Move Bounce. You run Mercury, you run like a bunch of stuff to clog your opponent. It's that's the weird thing about this deck. It's worse probably than Cerebro 3, but it can go toe to toe with Move if you draw your Mercury early.
Okay, it's a move counter. I'll give you that.
So that's like it beats number 1 maybe. So shouldn't it be number 2?
So it beats number 1, but it loses against a lot of the rest of the top 10. And number 1 remains, despite being so good, severely underplayed because of difficulty of play. Although it's never been easier to play Move, just for the record. This is the easiest Move will ever be. I think it's the same tier as Cerebro 3. I think we're all comfortable saying, and they're both a tier below Bounce Move.
I don't know about the Galactus though, but otherwise I agree with that.
Yeah,
sure.
I don't know.
Put a Null in there, put a Red Hulk in there. It's just the biggest card spot. And don't worry about the exact 12.
There are plenty of cards.
Yeah. No.
I think I'm going to put it in 3. I think the cube equity that Cerebro 3 offers you that this does not is genuinely important.
I agree.
Strangely, don't see that much.
The cube average is good.
Yeah. Like this deck gets no cubes. Really?
Mm-hmm. I mean, like I don't know how like NA looks like, but I like especially the first 2-3 days of the OTA was like I played against like every second opponent was like Clog, and they farmed like people who were like I faced like that were like ranked 300. They all climbed to top 100 only playing Clog. It's
really?
doing good things, yeah. At least
I traditionally it's so hard to win cubes with Clog because like unlike even negative where you could cope and be like maybe they don't do the thing, Clog has already done the thing if it's gonna win.
And people still cope that like I played Clog and so many people said for 4 cubes. Like I don't know why.
That's wild to me. It's absolutely wild to me.
I think we all agree it's top 3. It's just 2 or 3. Is it that important?
Yeah, no. Let's just move on. We can maybe something else that'll come later will help crystallize it too.
Let's talk about Weekend.
Not yet. Deadpool Destroy. This is the best Destroy deck ever. Once Killmonger is fine.
So, are we talking with the Killmonger or without the Killmonger? Because now the deck doesn't run Killmonger.
Without Killmonger. I still run Killmonger. But yeah. Without Killmonger.
I really like the people. I don't know who did it, but I really like the idea of playing Phoenix Force in this list to replace Killmonger.
I saw that. I didn't like it very much. I was never destroying anything I wanted a Phoenix Force.
This deck is probably the best Destroy deck till now, but honestly, next season this will be even better. Like I can't wait to play next season Destroy just because of the one card that gets released. But yeah, this seems like fine. You go big with Deadpool. You can let your Venom be on board, and you don't have to usually be scared about Shadow King Shang right now. So it's just like, yeah, here's like a 20-30 power Venom. Try to beat that, and next turn you flop on an owl, and it's like, yeah, cool.
We said Clog is really good because it beats Bounce Move. Destroy beats Clog. Does that give it a bonus?
It doesn't beat Clog.
What?
Because Killmonger doesn't do the thing anymore. Clog is so much better against Destroy than it was.
It's okay. It's so much better than it was.
Okay,
but
it's more like it's not a like auto win anymore. It's an actual match.
It's an actual match. Okay.
If you're for Prior, you can like always kill the null with like the cannonball and stuff. And if you like, they can only destroy one lane. They can like go Carnage into Deathlock. Like you usually don't Venom like they're stones. So basically, you destroy one lane, the other lanes are clogged, and then you like cannonball the null. And this deck barely can interact with Magic Limbo, so it can Clog can outpace this deck. It's just like really draw depending, honestly. Like in my opinion.
Yeah, like, but sometimes you also just get like 3 deaths and 2 nulls, right? Like, this deck has a stupid nut power too. And like, it's better than it's been. I think. Look, I don't think it's even above Cerebro 5, let alone above anything else. But like, and Cerebro 5 is the bottom of our list right now. But I do want to shout out that I think Destroy is in a good place. You know, it's not in a good place.
There has been moments where Destroy wasn't even playable. This is definitely playable.
Discard. Apocalypse. I didn't bother with Bullseye, by the way. Bullseye's fine. It's not good. This list is still bad. I'm very impressed with the player who won, but this list isn't good. People should stop playing it.
It makes points. Like it makes points, but it doesn't do much else.
It doesn't make enough points.
I agree. The problem to me is that the decks you beat because they nerf Red Guardian and you just Dracula, you're gonna get 2 cubes, and people should never stay in those matches. And when you go against a negative or these kind of decks, they're gonna butcher you.
Yep. This is right now going to be the bottom of our list, I think, unless Toxie has a different claim.
I always have to quote Sazo. Like, if he plays Move, it's always just like, this card only wins against Move if they Gambit. It's basically just Gambit hits. And I feel like in this meta, it's not only against Move, it's basically against every Sandcastle deck. If you Gambit and you hit, nice, you have a chance. But otherwise, you just get outpowered by almost everything on this list.
Yeah. I'm really impressed that player won. Bye. All right. Next up, end of turn. We actually are going to talk about 2 end of turns. There's this end of turn, and there's the Safety Blade version, right? The Safety Blade version is the one that runs
Juggernaut.
The one that runs Thing and Juggernaut. The Thing and Juggernaut version or the Prodigy version, which is better before we go anywhere else?
Safety version?
Yeah, okay. Boop. You've seen it. It's that Thing version that doesn't run. That's Safety Blade. Thing Juggernaut is the safety version. Like lots of other people have played it.
I really don't like Juggernaut in this deck, but I like the other one.
In me too right now because greedy meta, but in the real world, in another week, I think that this is one of the 3 best decks in the game.
I honestly wanted to say I already would have put it onto the one of the best decks. Like, I tried this deck out, like, when the OTA dropped, because I was sure this will be probably one of the best decks. I mean, I didn't play it with Marvel Boy. I cut Marvel Boy from Mercury, though. I don't know if you changed it again, like the deck. But yeah, I had Mercury instead of Marvel Boy. And it was just like, you have Juggernaut, you have Mercury, and you have Stardust, like one of the few not touched tech cards, which are still fine in shape. And then it's just like, go big with Thing on one lane, and then you have like maybe like support Fina, Juggernaut on the other lane, and you just win 2 lanes. You basically, like, when Safety taught me this deck and Space, they said, like, just skip 1 lane. You play basically on 2 lanes the whole game, and it worked out pretty well. And at one point, people never stayed till turn 6. They always ran. Like, the new Juggernaut will come, and they just all ran. Like, the cube acquisition is, like, probably really hard, but in, like, conquest environment or tournament environments, this will probably farm really, really good.
So a version of this, the pre-craziness version of this, was my best deck. Last season, I had like a 70% win rate with this list. It felt completely incredible. I play it now, and it's too much stuff just goes over the top of it. Like, it's too easy to go over the top of it. It needs to draw the exact right tech card at the exact right time a little too often.
It got carried a lot, like in the first few days of the OTA, it got carried a lot of Stardust because a lot of people played Hela. Half of the meta was just like, yeah, let's just play Hela Agatha. And
Or
then
Zola,
you have like,
yeah.
And then you had Stardust and you were happy.
Yeah. I think this list is great. I don't think it's better than the just like pure put out 1 million points with Prodigy version right now.
I mean, this deck auto loses to Clog.
Which one? The Prodigy one?
Both.
I usually beat Clog with it. Why are you losing to Clog?
Because they must be attacking the wrong lane. But
you clog your opponent. The Fina is not proccing, and then it's like, how do you really want to put out enough power with Havoc?
You mess up Prodigy, you mess up Tina, you mess up a lot of things.
And Marvel Boy is really solid against Clog. All of a sudden, your rocks are like 6-7 power.
No.
Why not?
Because you spread the power across multiple cards most of the time. But yeah, like you have big rocks, but that's about the only thing you have. Like you only have Marvel Boy to help you in that matchup.
But Clog doesn't put up that much power. And you have fantastic cards. I felt like the matchup's fine. Not great, but fine.
Okay.
Look, either way, I think this is probably right around Clog. I'd have it above Clog, but I'm fine with it below Clog.
I would.
Yeah, it's in that zone.
No.
It's in that zone.
I'm going to throw it below Clog. I would have it above, but I don't feel like you two do.
I had bad experiences.
Yeah, I didn't. So, whatever. Either way. Agatha.
Oh, the Eason version.
Yeah, whatever. I just grabbed another version. Doesn't matter what version, right? I actually think Ison's fairly brilliant here, just for the record. Because, like, between Redshift and the Thingy-Majig, Ison's pretty cool. Like, I don't know if it's the best version, but I like it.
I kind of miss the Jubilee and the Odin, but maybe that's too fancy right now. Yeah. This deck is probably... Like, this deck can put out numbers. It's just like, who is brave enough? Like, your opponent discarded like 4 or 5 big cards. Are you brave enough to stay into the Hela? Or are you hoping that everything is just going onto one lane and you just win the other 2 lanes? I'm never a big fan of Hela, and it's just like so much RNG. It's like Irish. You just gamble. Like, where are your cards landing? Oh, they landed everything on one lane. Oh, I lost. Rip for 8 cubes. I don't know.
Then?
I think it depends which part of the ladder we look at. I think high infinite, this deck isn't really good. But every other way of the game, like if we're talking about the average player, this is really, really strong. I mean, there's a lot of decks where we made the argument, oh, people stayed for no reason. Well, that's the deck where people staying for no reason just literally gives you cubes and make the decks busted. So high infinite, almost no one is playing it. But getting to infinite early in the season and just ranking up to infinite, this deck is great.
I have this somewhere around bounce for almost the opposite reason. Right? Like, bounce steals cubes, but, like, you're going to just be out of games sometimes. This deck is basically always in games, because all you need to do is draw Hela at the right time, or draw the right thing at the right time, and you're fucking fine.
And you also lose again to Clog.
Yeah, die to Clog. Maybe Clog does need to be higher. Alright, fine. Clog's going up to number 2. So much of this list dies to Clog. Clog has to be number 2.
Told you.
But I think, I don't know. I think this is worse than End of Turn and better than Bounce. Does that seem fair? End of Turn just beats it.
Yeah. With the Stardust, the safety version, for sure.
Yeah. I mean, I would put it below End of Turn for sure.
Okay, that's a fair spot for it. All right, let us go on to move. The classic move, the Galactus, now Galactus, Heimdall, Craven move. I think this is better than Bounce move. I still don't quite fully think Merlin is right, but whatever. Good for Sizer. He gets to do whatever he wants in this meta. I think they were like, hey, Sizer, when's your birthday? He was like, I don't know, February. I don't know when Sizer's birthday is. And they're like, well, it's suddenly September. Happy birthday, Sizer. And like, just whatever. Like, I think Galactus is brilliant. I don't quite think Merlin is remotely necessary. I think this is the best deck in the game.
opinion. Not bad
You
best
think
deck in the game, but I love Merlin. I hate Galactus.
really? So I played a lot of this deck when it was the Storm War Machine Legion deck, and when it was that version, it often ran Infinite over Human Torch of just because like this deck sometimes just wants to be like, I win a lane, I didn't actually move anything, oops, gotcha, I win a lane, and that's what Galactus says. Oops, here's 20 power, I didn't move things, good luck. Or I moved one thing and here's 20 power, good luck.
It's just crazy that Craven is probably one of the biggest cards in this deck. Like, who would have expected that?
It's the second biggest card in the deck, right? It's Torch, then Craven, then Galactus, then Dagger. Yeah. Yeah. But like a lot of what matters, you also win a reason number games just because like Cloak and Hellion is 12 power.
But
Like
is
that
this
kind of thing matters.
Is Heimdall version beating move bounce like with
Nope.
like big torch trigger?
Nope.
Oh?
Nope.
Okay.
Nope. It loses to move bounce if move bounce goes off. But the caveat to that is I think it's better into the meta, and it's like stupidly easier to play. Like this deck is not hard to play, and move bounce is still even now really hard to play. It's also way harder to disrupt than move bounce. Like a Juggernaut or like a whatever can really disrupt move bounce. This deck doesn't give a shit about cards like Juggernaut. This deck doesn't care if you dropped a Mobius and you were planning on the Beast, right? Like it just doesn't care. It's just like, yeah, I did the thing. You don't run Cosmo. Eliath doesn't exist. Shadow King and Shang don't exist. Stop me.
Or don't.
Right. It's basically like, so my version of this deck, I cut Merlin and Galactus and I run Tribunal and Hercules, and it just feels completely insane. If you see any of your cards, it feels completely insane.
Yeah, I've seen the Hercules Tribunal. I was wondering if we were going to treat those as two separate or as the same.
Yeah. The Herc Tribunal is mine, so yay. But yeah, let's treat them as the same. It's just move, like classic move, right? You're changing two cards. I don't know. I think this is the best deck. Do you think Bounce Move is better? I'm willing to put it number 2. They're 1 and 2 in some order.
Yeah, I don't really mind. Like I think like there's a tier for them, and then there's the rest.
Mm-hmm.
I see way more move bounce, but I don't have enough experience to say now which deck is better power-wise.
So it's also, I do. I've been playing a lot of move this season just because I get really bored of this meta quickly. And then I'm just like, well, you know what's good to do? Just play the fucking big thing.
It's your podcast.
Hang on,
Glazer.
sorry, I got. All right, I'm gonna put it in number 1, and then you two talk about this because I have to reply to an email. Sorry, it's about the sponsor thingy.
Unrevealed buffs. It's a gimmick deck. Unfortunately, the gimmick isn't strong enough to make enough points. So it's stuck in the limbo where the only thing this deck knows to do is points, and what it does isn't strong enough to compete. So meh.
Yeah. I'm sorry to always be the guy, but again, it just loses to Clock because Namora is dead. But
okay, Clock number 1.
It's
yeah. So
it's
all right.
It's too fancy. It wants too much.
It's better than discard.
Every combo heavy
is
deck
it not
is
better than discard?
Every combo heavy deck is better than discard.
Is it better than destroy? I don't think so.
No?
You think it's better than destroy? I don't think it's better than destroy.
Wong Pentazola? Try to beat that.
I mean, sure, I play null and I have fucking your power.
On one lane. Okay, if you...
Like, it's easy to win the fucking Zola. I auto-win the Zola lane, so all I need to do is play null and other stuff in one of the other 2 lanes.
Okay, you might lose to
like
destroy.
Yeah. I have it behind destroy. We're going to call it Namora because we have another deck that looks very similar to this coming up. Right now, it's Nimrod. I think that previous deck is better than Nimrod, but people think Nimrod is better. That's my hot take.
I think they're very similar. So like you snap within your draw lines and you hope for the best. But I think Nimrod is hard
Oop,
to disrupt.
what just happened
So
to
I
my...
would have
Oh,
Nimrod
there we go.
over the other one, but I would have both ranked very low.
Yeah, they're the bottom. They're fighting for the bottom spot on the list right now. Neither one's going to make it, but I do think that because Stardust is a card, the other version is better. I don't see nearly as much clog as I do just casual Stardust and shit.
The biggest issue always with that deck was just like, oh, you get like Symbiote Spider-Man 4 on 1, but what do you do on like 6? You barely can put out enough stuff to really compete, even though you get like the big 4 on 1. It's just way too combo niche, and you die to Juggernaut, and a lot of decks run Juggernaut as well, so I don't know. I'm not a fan.
All right, let's move on. We don't have to take forever on this one. Our next one is negative. Why isn't negative doing better right now?
Because people
Why is-
stopped playing Mobius and focused on themselves. And when you
But
focus
no,
on
it's
yourself,
negative
leads
stats
you.
aren't great. At least what I've seen. Den's going to check right now Marvel Snap Zone's negative stats.
No, I'm not.
I heard that clicking. Oh, he's not. He just doesn't care.
Yep.
He used to be a pro. He's like, yep, negative's got bad stats. Don't care. It wasn't on your tier list last week. It's not anywhere on any of the public stats as a top deck.
I can go check, but I know it's good. It's just not played that much. But I can check the stats if you want.
Yeah, check the stats. I'm curious what the
Mr.
stats say.
Negative.
I just don't like the 12 cards in this list. Like, what are you negativing? Like, you barely have like a lot of good stuff that comes out here. You have a Zola, you have a Gore, you have an Iron Man.
So a lot of the problem is that Gore is at his all-time low. Gore is the worst card he's ever been.
Yeah.
Like, he's not the biggest thing, and even if he was at his height, people just aren't running on reveals, right?
Couldn't we argue that probably still Destroy negative is better than this pile?
I haven't seen Destroy negative once. This is the negative that people are playing. I don't think they should be.
I checked, and yeah, this one is better than the negative in the stats. However, Scroll should be Rogue.
Sure. But is this on our list? Because I don't think it is.
I think it is.
Where?
You ask a lot of questions.
Better than Hela? I don't think so.
It might be discard.
It discards off the list. It could be in the Nomura spot. Is it better than Destroy? I'd
I'd
rather play Destroy right now.
In my opinion, it's around Ella, but not that far. I would put it around Ella.
Okay. So around Hela is Bounce. Is it better than Bounce?
Probably.
Right
so
now?
Right between Bounce and Hela, are we okay with that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Sure. Whatever version of negative, who cares? All right. Ongoing. This represents all ongoing. I was going to put 17 ongoing lists. There's so many random fucking ongoing lists out there, y'all.
Yeah.
But ongoing.
Can I just make one claim?
Mm-hmm.
If you're running Cosmo and not Mobius in this list, don't ever talk to me.
Okay, run Mobius. This is your older version. I didn't care which version. It does not fucking matter. Again, it's not about the exact 12. It's about the archetype.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I think this is a good deck, mostly because Mobius is really good at the moment, so you get wins because of it. But also because there are a lot of shenanigans that can happen. And if you're good at snaps and retreats, you're going to get a lot of cubes with this list. But if you don't snap, this list is terrible.
I can see that. If you don't snap, this list is terrible is a take that makes an awful lot of sense to me. I don't think this list is very good right now.
I mean, you said it before, Gore is in like an all-time low, so half of the big stuff you want to pick is just like small.
Yeah. Which is going to mean that I don't think this is better than Destroy.
What is Destroy? I have an ad right now, so I forgot.
Destroy is at number 10.
Oh, this is not even top 10?
So Destroy is 10, Cerebro 5 is 9, Bounce is 8, Negative is 7, Hela is 6, End of Turn is 5, Cerebro 3 is 4, Clog is 3, and then Move is 1 and 2.
I think I would have it in the bounce zone, but the thing is, to me, the bounce zone goes to outside the list.
17.
So
I don't think it's better than Destroy. I'd rather play Destroy right now.
Sure. Because there's Clog. But I think
Because
this
there's
list is
Clog.
good. Like,
Because Destroy occasionally just puts up 5 bajillion power.
Like I think this list gives you more chances to leverage snaps and retreats, which is why I like it. But at the same time, I agree with you that on the grand scheme of things, probably not that good.
Yeah, let's just move on. This one's not interesting. Next up, Phoenix Force. Again, not this exact 12, just Phoenix Force as an archetype. Does it make the list? I don't think so. But as always, Jet has it in the top win rate decks. So I just wanted to throw it out there.
It's
I don't think it's in the list.
Too much stuff beats it.
Yeah.
I don't remember what I was playing the other day. It might have just been Human Torch. But I was playing the other day, and someone did the classic Phoenix Force thing, where they got multiple man, and I just beat the shit out of it.
Yeah, that's again like a perfect example of a too honest deck right now.
Yeah. All right, let us keep it going. This has to be in the top 10, and I'm going to argue this is probably in the top 5. It is the Sauron Red Skull Scar deck.
Top 5?
I think it's a top 5 deck. I think this beats all the fair decks.
Yeah, but then Ella does as well.
No, I think a lot of the fair decks are just running enough extra stuff that they can beat Hela. Like, there's just Stardust exists. There's no Stardust for this list. A lot of the fair decks are running like Mobius and Stardust. And there is no such card. That card is Shang-Chi for this deck, right? And Shang-Chi doesn't exist. Yeah. Enchantress gives you free cubes against all the ongoing that's everywhere.
It has a good package.
I think this is probably number either 3 or 4. I think this is better than Clog. This has a really solid Clog matchup. Like sometimes Clog, they cannonball you and you're like, that was cute. Yeah, against Clog, it's good. I think it's pretty damn good against Cerebro 3. Well, okay, it beats Cerebro 3 if you're smart enough to not play Sauron. And, yeah. And I think it's probably about as good as End of Turn. Like, it depends. Like, I think it's 50-50 with End of Turn. So if it beats 3 to 5, I think it has to be number 3.
I can see that.
Like the only deck, but I won't argue.
I feel like the only deck that consistently beats this deck is Move. But okay, that deck beats everything. But otherwise from that, you have a fair shot against anything. You're a bit draw depending. Like, I can see like a lot of that draw in your hand. Like, worst case scenario, you get like a lot of bad things. But it can, like, everything that tries to a little bit control or tech, you just run over them because you have like too many 10 drops.
I can see that. I can definitely see that. All right, let us move along. Silver Surfer does not belong anywhere near this list. It is not the right meta for Silver Surfer. Please stop saying playing Silver Surfer. Agree or disagree?
Yeah, if you're playing Surfer, you need to pack some disruption. You're not winning on points with Surfer at the moment. Too fair.
Yep, agreed. All right, any Surfer thoughts, Toxie?
It's bad. Since it lost Juggernaut, it's not really the same as it was.
All right, next. Victoria Hand. Speaking of top 5 decks, it's Victoria Hand, the only deck that can still run Shadow King.
I think it's really good. I think it's really good.
It's worse than Sauron.
I mean, to me, if Sauron is 3, to me, this is 3.
I think Sauron's better than this.
I mean,
I think it's
we
close.
fought in Shuri times about this. I think Sauron is a dumb deck, and
yeah, me too.
I just wanted to disappear, so I will always rank it 100. Like, you give me 20 deck, and to me, Sauron is 100.
Fair.
He has a spot in my mind, and he will never move.
I
It's
have this
hella
at
hard.
number 4 right now, but I could easily be convinced.
I feel like it has to be Underthorn because, like in a direct mirror match, you just lose to Sauron. Your Iron Patriot is doing probably nothing. Your Mirage is giving you probably something too big that you will really get value out of it. So half of the cards that generate things are just bad. You basically have to rely on Hood and Bastion to win, and you should not rely only on those two cards. Sauron will run over you. So I think it's number 4. Honestly, it's
Okay. Rank 4 makes sense to me. Victoria Hand, a deck is good when this was the fairest deck. This was probably this was in competition for number 1 before the big OTA, right? And it was this fair deck, like this almost mid-range-esque deck. And then they made the game go super tall. And Victoria Hand was like, no, I'm good. I'm still one of the best decks. Thanks, though, for the nerfs. Like, that might mean this deck was too good.
It's still mind blowing that it never touched
Weekend
freaking Hood.
Curve. I mean, yeah, Hood seems good. Wiccan Curve, props to Dumaluma and our friend Mastar Puppet, who never get the credit they deserve for this list.
I really like this deck.
I like it, but I don't see it in the top 10 right now.
I don't think it's the right meta.
I mean,
Okay, so number 10 right now is Bounce.
This shits on Bounce. Sandman alone shits on Bounce.
That's true. But a lot of these decks are running Cosmic Ghost Rider, not Sandman.
I don't think it shits on Bounce, honestly. Like, I get like the Monkey Sage list beats this. Like, you don't count. Like, how do you counter the big things from Bounce? Bounce can go as big as they want, and you can just do like your own fancy things. But it's depending which Bounce.
This is the same tier as Bounce, like 17 other decks.
Yeah, it's somewhere 10 to 11 in my. We can argue about that, but if you want to put it on 10.
I like Bounce more, so I'd rather have Bounce at 10, but I'm fine moving it. I also... Bounce is currently 10. So let's do a quick overview again. Bounce is 10, Negative is 9, Hela is 8, End of Turn is 7, Cerebro 3 is 6, Clog is 5, Victoria Hand is 4, Sauron is 3, and then the 2 moves.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm fine keeping it below Bounce. Almost on the list, but just quite not.
It's a mid-range deck, and mid-range decks can't really compete right now.
Hot take, this should take Bounce's spot. It's Zoo. I think Zoo should be in 10.
Oh my god.
That's my hot take.
I'm surprised too about
I think Zoo does. I think Zoo just does points. Like, really well. I think people, for whatever reason, forget that Gilgamesh is going to be like a 20 power card. You can veto it. I mean,
I'm thinking about it.
I think this deck puts up enough points to often beat Hela, End of Turn, and Cerebro 3.
If I just look at the 3 decks that are close to 10, which are like...
Metric Negative does it as well.
Yeah, this also runs Mobius.
Well, run Rogue in Negative.
Yeah. Yeah.
But that's why I started the podcast saying it's more about cards than archetypes. Because like, if we just go like this deck is ranked X because he plays the right counter card, you can play Mobius in basically any deck in the game.
I think it's harder than that, but that's fair. All right. So not 10, off the list, and the 10 is set because Zoo is the last letter of the alphabet, so that's going to be the end.
Yeah.
Zoo or Bounce?
I wouldn't kick Bounce for that, but
okay,
I'm okay saying it's better than it's been in the past.
Coxie?
I feel like
he froze. Not.
I don't know. I'm not a big Zoo fan. Like, Gilgamesh is fancy, but no. I think normal
Well,
bounce
because
is
it's the most
better.
boring fucking deck. It makes Sauron
True.
look fun.
Fair.
All right. At that point, then we have a top 10. Our top 10 is, I almost read the list, the zoo list. Move, number 1. Bounce Move, number 2. Sauron Scar, number 3. Victoria Hand, number 4. Clog, number 5. Cerebro, 3, number 6. End of Turn, number 7. Hela, number 8. Negative, number 9. And Bounce, number 10.
What a fun meta.
We okay with that list?
Great
Fine.
time
Yeah,
to
it's
be
fine.
Snap creator.
Yeah, no, thanks, second dinner. All right. Our variant of the week is Quinjet because Quinjet is suddenly very, very good. Again, thank you, Kang. We chose 3 Quinjets. Who liked Ghost Rider? Did anyone toxic like the Ghost Rider Quinjet?
I really like that.
Was that not you, Toxie?
It was me. Wait, am I lagging? Am I here? Did you hear me?
It's a
It just said
yeah.
reconnecting
Oh,
right
no.
now.
Yeah, you're here. You took
Okay.
it. You lagged for a sec. Yeah.
I love
Yeah,
that.
it's
It looks
been
like
a pain in the ass.
it looks like a randomized or nullified thing. It's like my theme.
It's the Quinjet I played for the first year of the game because I really think it looks super cool. I also like when my vehicles look like characters because playing a vehicle as a character feels stupid to me. So I like the Quinjet that looks like a person, the Cerebro that looks like a person, that kind of thing. Dan, which one did you pick?
Like the one in the middle, because I just like the style of these arts. And to be fair, like all the Quinjets kind of look the same to me. Like
I like that the propellers. When I stopped playing that first Quinjet, I started playing the one Den picked because the propellers move when it's animated. It's the steampunk one, and the propellers moving looks super cool to me.
That's fancy.
But I picked Victor Faro because it looks like a spaceship and it looks really cool. I like the colors. It's pretty.
pretty
Is
easy.
it like the
also-
evolution?
Yeah, it's the only one in the game that feels like a ship that should be flying the Avengers around.
True.
Yeah, the right one looks very. But where is it taking them? Because this one feels like it's into space.
I mean, space. The Avengers go into space all the time. That's not not a thing, right?
True. Oh yeah, it's the
So,
Avengers, not the Fantastic Four.
Yeah, Fantastic Four go to space all the time too.
I don't know.
They just don't take the Fantastic Four. They have spaceships. Yeah. Look, it's Marvel. Basically, everyone goes to space sometimes.
True.
Except Daredevil. I don't think Daredevil goes to space, but everyone but Daredevil goes to space sometimes.
Can you look
Daredevil's
into
like, "Oh,
space at
man."
least on turn 5?
Can what?
Can you look into space at least on turn 5?
No, he has to keep his head down. Otherwise, he gets shot.
Oh, okay. I mean, he's kind of
Alright.
the worst guy on the planet to say, yeah, look at the view. So why taking
Yeah,
space?
really? You can't go to space because you wouldn't appreciate it. You don't. The radar vision stops working.
Yep.
Stay here. Oh, that's ableist. All right, let's move on. And 2, remember to follow Den, by which I mean remember to follow Marvel Snap Zone, because Marvel Snap Zone is Den. Den, why
Yes.
should we read Marvel Snap Zone? So that you can pay for your mortgage. Go ahead.
Exactly. Literally, that's a great excuse. I'll go by that. No, the reason is I think I'm one of the most unbiased people you'll find when I talk about a deck. Like I have no problem saying a deck is trash. I have no problem saying a deck is good, not good, because most of the time I don't have an opinion and I just go by what the stats are telling me, and I think that's the right way to do it.
It's also worth noting that everything Den said is true,
No.
unless he's talking about Sauron, in which case he will lie.
I
He will
won't
lie and then lie again.
I will be very, very
Huh?
honest by saying I'm biased and that deck is shit.
It's still better than Zoo.
Oh no, it's better than Zoo.
It's-
Yes, both decks are shit.
No. Better, more interesting than Zoo. Zoo is more boring than Sauron.
Well, the thing is, Zoo, you're supposed to play it when you start the game.
Yeah.
Well, now Sauron
Yeah.
is mostly Series 3, actually, so.
Oh, apparently Den is also biased against Toxic Surfer.
I'm not biased against Toxic Surfer. That deck is shit, and I have proof.
The proof is the stats, I assume.
Exactly.
Fair
No,
enough.
Toxic Surfer is bad. I'll die on that hill. Toxic Surfer is bad. He wasn't even mentioned amongst the decks.
It's not a real deck.
Like right now,
However,
Toxic Surfer is worse than Cerebro Tree. It's worse than
Well-
actual Toxic. There's literally no reason to play that deck.
actual Toxic also didn't make the list. Not even an honorable mention, right? Like actual Toxic is shit now.
It's not shit. It's just not good enough to be mentioned.
I wouldn't be shocked, although no one's playing it. The Hazmat nerf fucked that deck up pretty good. If the
Yes.
High Evolutionary Toxic was pretty good and everyone just stopped playing it.
I mean, one energy will fuck up a lot of decks.
Ain't that the truth? Yeah, follow Den, and if you're really, really clever, you can figure out how to find him on YouTube. He never advertises it, and every thumbnail is exactly the same, and the title of every video is exactly the same. But if you can find it, you get to watch him be grumpy and play cards in the morning, and it's really funny. I'm not telling you how to find it, though. You have to figure it out.
It's really easy to find.
It is. Le Game du Matin? Did I say that remotely okay? Probably not.
It is very honorable the way you said it, but I changed the name because too many people were not finding it, so now it's just Den and cards.
Fine. All right. Good enough. Toxie. Why should people follow you, Ika? I mean, Toxie.
I'm almost as handsome as Ika. That's like sell point number one. I spend way too much time in this game. I spend way too much time on streaming. Like probably I'm like 1% of the most active content creators from Snap. I try to play every deck. I try to teach everything I know. I have like knowledge of 2 or 3 years of this game. I have like a lot of card game knowledge. I'm always ready to help people out if anything, and I listen to good music on stream.
That's a lot of good reasons.
Mm.
I don't know if I have any more, but I spent more time in the last year on Toxic Soul King streams than anyone else. So I have voted with my time and my life that he is the streamer that I hang out in the stream with most. Not as much now for entirely obvious time zone related reasons, but because his streams are literally while I'm at work. But when I was in a time zone where it was reasonable to be in his stream with choice, I spent the most time, and Twitch told me this, in Toxic Soul King stream. So if you like my content, if you think that you get along with me, you will definitely love Toxic Soul King stream. And you should go follow him because he's young now, but he will not be able to stay up all night forever. So enjoy it while he can.
I have like 10 more years in me.
Sure you do. You think that now. All right. Yeah. we just murder him. Bury him 10 more years, huh, kid? All right. Leave a pretty corpse. All right. We have a Patreon, patreon.com/snapjudgments. If you'd like to support us, that is a great way to do so. Please don't feel obligated, but hey, if you got an extra couple bucks that you're willing to throw our way, it helps a lot. Certain tiers of support on our Patreon come with on-air thanks. I'm going to read these names as fast as humanly possible, as is tradition for the podcast. Excuse me. First, Jonesy Snap 22, our patron of the month for like 3 months now because I have not had time to do a streamathon. Abigail, Lisa, Manager, Bernard, regardless, LAB, Inc., I'm Frostman, Hutton, Avenatti, Prime, Brian, Reinberg, Ryan with Snapper, and Go for Kev, Keltor, Caretix, Lee, Query, Kazushi, Archangel, 3K, Black Tie, Perforce, Goat Seeker, Code, Hallowed, Synth, Fanatic, Absolute Shannon, Dirty Casual, Dark Moogle, Mr. Crumble, Cables, Ginger Prime, Philly, Haplo, Kindle, the Danger of the Business, Black Teams, 23, Extra C, Skippy G, Jessica Gamble, Slush, the King of Bros, the Great Kazoo, Whale of Kavsuda, Clam, Colonel Foreman, Rob Subman, David G. Wingfield, Stephen Brown, Cover, Justin Trent, Jason B, Matt B, Ray Sean Smith, Corbin, John Q, and Jim Miku, Yes, Stout, AC, no more States, One Big Man, Cactus Shack, Reacher, Steve O, 1 through 1, Yo Marco, Ted Pro, Quid Pro Joe, Snap Decisions, Joe, Bickety Boom Bop, Bricks to Click, Green Goblin, Unibot V2, Blonde 56, Spectrum Scoot, Only Fox, Matt H, TJ, Mike Isaac, Overkin Flex, Snake Degree King, Toxic Skull King, High Toxic Skull King, Starting 74, the King of Canada, then my fucking Father Newman, 2 times, 3 Lord, the Packing Tucker, and of course, Gunny T. The T stands for that's it for this episode, except I actually wanted to ask Den something, and I'm going to forget if I don't do it right now. Hey, Den, have you played the Gundam TCG?
Yes, with friends on paper. Yeah, on physical,
cool.
Not very much. Why?
Nothing. I'm hearing good things, and I'm looking for another game to fuck around with.
It is
I was curious.
very Hearthstone-like in the mechanics.
Well, everyone
Oh.
keeps making Hearthstone, so I guess we're good.
Yeah.
If I'm gonna play Hearthstone, I'm just gonna play Doomspire, who is sponsoring me, and it looks really cool. Thanks for watching Snap Take, everybody. Peace and love.